Hey there, fellow knowledge seeker. You know how generative AI is creating all this buzz? Well, we're
Hmm.
going beyond the hype today. We're diving deep, like really deep, into the blueprints behind the scenes, the
Hmm.
integration patterns that
Hmm.
determine how this tech is woven into, well, everything.
It's kind of like you might not be an architect,
Okay.
but knowing how a building's structured helps you appreciate it more, right?
Yeah,
We're doing that with AI today.
exactly.
Yeah.
So for those already, knee
Yeah.
deep in the AI world,
Mm.
you get it. Generative AI is about machines making things,
Yeah.
text, images, the works. But how is it actually being used to like personalize your marketing emails,
Right.
compose music, or even diagnose diseases? That's where these integration patterns come in.
They're like
Okay.
the behind-the-scenes framework
Okay.
that dictates how AI models are trained, deployed, and integrated into real-world systems.
Wow.
And believe me, understanding them is like getting a peek behind the curtain of the AI revolution.
Let's start with the foundation then.
Sure.
Data is obviously key in AI,
Huh.
but it's not like you just shove a spreadsheet into a program and boom, you've got magic, right?
You're right. It's not that simple.
Yeah.
Data input and pre-processing are crucial.
Okay.
Think of it like refining crude oil.
Okay.
You need to clean it, transform it, and get it ready for the AI engine to process.
So talk to us about those different pipelines. How does that data actually get prepped for AI to work its magic?
There are several methods,
Okay.
each suited for different applications.
Okay.
Take API integration, for example.
Okay.
It's how apps talk to each other, exchanging data in real time.
Got it.
Imagine a news site using an AI model to generate articles
Okay.
based on trending keywords from social media.
Mm-hmm.
That's API integration in action.
Real-time content creation, that's huge in today's fast-paced world.
Yeah.
But what about something like an AI-powered music generator?
Mm-hmm.
That's not exactly pulling data from a live feed?
Good point. That's where file uploads come in. Think image, text, or audio files being fed into the system. Then there's data streaming,
Okay.
a continuous flow from sources like sensors,
Right.
financial markets, or even wearable health trackers.
Okay, so we've got the data prepped and ready. Now, how does the AI actually process this information? It's
Yeah.
go time, right?
Right. And there are two main approaches. Batch processing,
Yeah.
which is like baking a large batch of cookies.
Okay.
You process a huge chunk of data at once. This is common for training AI models or generating reports where immediacy isn't critical.
Makes sense. So batch processing is for those large-scale operations. What about those situations where we need instant results, like a chatbot responding to a customer's question?
That's where real-time processing shines.
Okay.
Think of it like streaming a live event. Everything happens on the fly.
Right.
High-frequency trading platforms rely on this, analyzing market data and executing trades in milliseconds.
Speed is key in that world for sure. But before we move on to the actual AI models themselves,
Yeah.
you mentioned data augmentation and filtering earlier. Can you elaborate on why those are so important?
Imagine you're training an AI to recognize faces.
Okay.
If you only show it images with perfect lighting and posing, it won't fare well in real-world scenarios, right?
Right.
Data augmentation solves that.
So you're basically creating variations of the original data to make the AI more adaptable.
Exactly. You could flip, rotate, or adjust the brightness of images to expose the AI to diverse examples.
Okay.
This is also used in NLP. Think paraphrasing text data to train chatbots to understand different phrasings.
That's a great way to explain it. It's like giving the AI a crash course in all the different ways data can present itself. But what about data filtering? It sounds like quality control for AI.
Exactly. It's about identifying and removing irrelevant or inaccurate data that could skew the AI's learning.
Okay.
Imagine training a medical diagnosis AI with a data set riddled with errors.
Yeah.
The consequences could be disastrous.
Right.
Data filtering ensures we're feeding the AI the good stuff.
We've got the raw material, we've refined it, we've enriched it. Now, how do we actually put this AI power to work?
Deployment is where the rubber meets the road.
Okay.
This is where we turn our trained AI models into like real-world applications.
Right.
One of the first decisions we face is choosing the right architecture.
Okay.
Monolithic or microservices.
Okay.
It's a classic debate.
Monolithic versus microservices. I've heard those terms thrown around, but to be honest, they sound a bit intimidating.
Sure,
Can you break those down for us?
absolutely. Imagine a self-contained, all-in-one machine
Okay.
that handles every step of a process.
Okay.
That's your monolithic architecture.
Okay.
Simple for smaller applications where speed is key.
Got it.
But as your AI system grows, it can become harder to maintain,
Okay.
like trying to fix a complex engine with just one tool.
Okay. I'm starting to see the limitations there.
Right.
So that's where the microservices approach comes in.
Exactly. It's about breaking down our AI system into smaller independent services,
Uh,
each like a specialized tool in a toolbox.
Right.
These services can be developed, deployed, and scaled independently, making the system more flexible and easier to maintain.
It's like having specialized chefs in a kitchen, each responsible for a specific part of the meal.
Right.
Makes sense, but how do these independent AI services communicate and work together? It sounds like a logistical challenge.
You're right. It requires careful coordination. That's where API design comes into play.
Okay.
Remember those APIs we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
The ones used for data input?
Yes.
They're also essential for communication between different AI services.
So APIs are like the messengers between these AI services, ensuring they can exchange information seamlessly.
Precisely. And when it comes to generative AI, API design needs to be extra flexible.
Okay.
We want our APIs to handle different input formats,
Right.
allow for parameter tuning, and essentially be versatile enough to adapt to a variety of use cases.
It's like designing a universal language that all these AI services can understand, regardless of their specific tasks.
Right. But what about efficiency?
Sure.
We're dealing with a lot of data and complex processes here.
Yeah.
How do we ensure these AI systems are running smoothly and efficiently?
You've hit on another crucial aspect: performance optimization.
Okay.
Nobody likes a laggy AI, right? And when we're talking about generative AI,
Yeah.
which often involves creating complex outputs like images or music,
Right.
performance becomes even more critical.
Absolutely. So how do we make sure these AI systems are firing on all cylinders?
One strategy is caching.
Okay.
It's like having a cheat sheet for frequently accessed data. Instead of recalculating complex outputs every time,
Right.
we can store them in a cache and retrieve them instantly when needed.
It's like having a photographic memory. You don't have
Yeah.
to reread a book every time you want to remember a specific detail.
Precisely. Then we have techniques like model compression.
Okay.
Some AI models can be quite large and resource intensive.
Model compression is like creating a more streamlined version of the model without sacrificing too much accuracy.
So it's like compressing a large image file without losing too much resolution.
Exactly.
You're making it smaller and faster to process.
And of course, we can't forget about hardware optimization.
Right.
Choosing the right hardware,
Right.
like powerful GPUs or specialized AI chips, can significantly impact the performance of our AI systems.
It's like having a sports car versus a family sedan.
Yeah.
You're going to get better performance from a machine designed for speed. But speaking of high-performance systems, we also need to talk about security.
Right?
These AI systems are processing valuable data and making important decisions. How do we keep them safe from attacks and misuse?
Security is paramount. We can't just focus on building smart AI systems.
Right.
We need to build secure ones too.
Yeah.
Data encryption is key.
Okay.
Scrambling information so that only authorized users can access it. Think of it like having a strong password for your AI system.
Makes sense. So if someone manages to break into the system, they won't be able to understand the data without the decryption key.
Right.
But what about unauthorized access in the first place? How do we prevent that?
That's where access controls come in.
Okay.
We can implement strict authentication mechanisms like multi-factor authentication
Right.
to verify user identities and ensure that only authorized personnel can access our AI systems.
It's like having a security guard at the entrance, checking IDs, and granting access only to those who are supposed to be there.
Exactly.
But even with these measures in place, we've heard those cautionary tales of AI bias. How do we ensure these systems we're building are fair, unbiased, and ethically sound?
You're raising an essential point.
Yeah.
As we integrate AI deeper into our systems, we need to be mindful of potential biases that can creep into these models,
Right.
often stemming from the data they are trained on.
So it's not enough to just build a technically sound AI system.
Right.
We also need to address the ethical considerations.
Absolutely. We need to be proactive.
Okay.
One way to mitigate bias is through diverse data sets.
Okay.
If we train our AI models on data that represents a wide range of perspectives and demographics, we're more likely to create systems that are fair and inclusive.
It's like ensuring that everyone has a voice at the table, that no one's perspective is excluded.
Exactly. And as we deploy these AI systems, continuous monitoring is crucial.
Okay.
We need to track their performance,
Right.
analyze their outputs, and be vigilant in identifying and addressing any signs of bias that might emerge over time.
So it's about Building in checks and balances, ensuring that human oversight remains an integral part of the process.
Precisely. We can't just set these AI systems loose and hope for the best.
Right.
We need to be actively involved in shaping their development, deployment, and ongoing evolution to ensure they are aligned with our values and societal goals.
This is all incredibly important stuff.
Right.
We've talked about building, deploying, securing, and even addressing the ethical implications of these AI systems. But let's get into the details of how these integration patterns play out in specific use cases.
Okay.
Earlier, we touched on how generative AI is being used for everything from composing music to diagnosing diseases.
Right.
Let's dive into some of those specialized applications, starting with natural language processing.
NLP is indeed a fascinating area where generative AI is making huge strides. Think of those super helpful chatbots we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
They rely on sophisticated NLP models that allow them to understand intent, manage dialogue flow,
Right.
and provide relevant responses in real time.
It's like teaching a machine to not only understand language, but also to engage in meaningful conversation. I have to admit, sometimes I forget I'm talking to a chatbot.
It's a testament to how advanced these NLP models have become. And it's not just about chatbots.
Right.
NLP is also powering machine translation, allowing us to break down language barriers and connect with people from all over the world.
I use those translation tools all the time. It's amazing how accurate they've become. It's like having a personal interpreter in my pocket. But what about other NLP applications? How else is generative AI being used to process and generate human language?
One area that's exploding is content generation.
Right.
We're talking everything from writing marketing copy and news articles to creating personalized stories and even poems.
AI writing poems. That sounds both intriguing and a bit terrifying. Can machines truly be creative?
That's a question that philosophers and AI researchers are grappling with. While AI can certainly generate text that mimics human creativity, many argue that it lacks the true depth of emotion and experience that informs human art.
I see your point. So it's more about AI augmenting human creativity, providing tools and inspiration, rather than replacing human artists altogether.
Exactly. And it's important to remember that even when AI generates content, there's often a human in the loop,
Right.
editing, refining, and ensuring that the final output meets the desired standards.
It's a collaboration then.
Yeah.
Humans and AI working together to create something new and innovative, but NLP is just one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
What about computer vision? AI is also making incredible strides in how machines see and interpret the visual world.
Absolutely. Computer vision is another exciting area where generative AI is pushing the boundaries.
Right.
One of the most impressive applications is image generation,
Okay.
where AI can create realistic images from textual descriptions.
I've seen those AI-generated images popping up online. It's mind-blowing how realistic they've become. What's the magic behind that?
A lot of it comes down to those powerful generative adversarial networks, or GANs.
Right.
These networks are trained on massive data sets of images and learn to generate new images that share the same characteristics as the data they've been fed.
So it's like teaching an AI to paint by showing it thousands of masterpieces.
Right.
Instead of brushes and paint, it's using algorithms and data.
Precisely. And these AI-generated images have a wide range of applications.
All right.
From creating personalized avatars and realistic video game environments to assisting in medical imaging and even designing new products.
The possibilities seem endless, but computer vision goes beyond just creating images, right? We're also talking about AI that can understand and interpret visual information.
Absolutely. Object recognition is a great example.
Okay.
We're talking about AI systems that can identify and classify objects in images or videos with remarkable accuracy.
Got it.
This technology is already being used in a wide range of applications,
Right.
from self-driving cars that need to navigate their surroundings to security systems that can detect suspicious activity.
And let's not forget about facial recognition, which has become both incredibly useful and a bit controversial.
You're right. Facial recognition technology powered by AI is being used for everything from unlocking our phones to identifying criminals.
Wow.
But it's crucial to have ethical guidelines and regulations in place to ensure this technology is used responsibly and doesn't infringe on individual privacy.
It's about finding that balance between innovation and responsibility, which seems to be a recurring theme in the world of AI.
Yeah.
But computer vision doesn't exist in isolation.
Right.
What happens when we combine it with NLP?
That's when things get really interesting. We enter the realm of multimodal AI,
Okay.
where systems can process and understand information from multiple sources like images and text simultaneously.
Multimodal AI. It's like we're teaching AI to experience the world more like humans do through multiple senses.
Exactly. Imagine an AI system that can not only recognize objects in an image, but also read the text on those objects, understand the context of the scene, and even generate captions or stories based on what it sees.
It's like taking image recognition to a whole new level of understanding and intelligence.
Precisely. And the applications are vast.
Okay.
Imagine using multimodal AI for content moderation,
Hmm.
automatically identifying and flagging inappropriate content on social media platforms.
Right.
Or what about using it to improve accessibility for visually impaired individuals? By having AI generate descriptions of images or videos in real time.
Those are just a few examples of how multimodal AI is poised to transform how we interact with the world around us.
Right.
But before we get too caught up in the excitement of all these amazing applications,
Yeah.
we need to remember that building and deploying these AI systems comes with its own set of challenges.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Building these AI systems,
Right.
especially at scale,
Mm-hmm.
requires a deep understanding of infrastructure, resource management,
Yeah.
and those potential bottlenecks that can bring everything to like a screeching halt.
It's like building a supersonic jet.
Right.
It's not enough to just,
Right.
design a sleek exterior.
Yeah.
You need a powerful engine and a robust framework that can handle the stress of those like high speeds.
That's a great analogy. And just like with a supersonic jet,
Yeah.
we need to think about things like fuel efficiency, which in the world of AI
Okay.
translates to cost optimization.
Makes sense. We're dealing with massive amounts of data,
Right.
complex algorithms, and computationally intensive processes.
Yeah.
It's not exactly easy on the energy bill.
Exactly. So how do we make these AI systems not only powerful, but also cost-effective?
Right.
One strategy is to leverage cloud computing.
Okay.
Instead of investing in expensive hardware and infrastructure,
Right.
we can rent computing power and storage on demand from cloud providers like Amazon, Google, or Microsoft.
So it's like renting a high-performance sports car for a weekend trip instead of buying one outright.
Exactly.
Right.
You get the power and performance you need
Yeah.
without the hefty price tag.
Right.
And cloud platforms offer another advantage: scalability.
Okay.
If our AI application suddenly goes viral
Mm-hmm.
and we're flooded with users,
Right.
cloud platforms can automatically scale our resources up or down as needed,
Wow.
ensuring a smooth experience for everyone.
It's like having a magical venue that expands or contracts based on the number of guests.
Right.
No more worrying about capacity limits or turning people away at the door.
That's the power of cloud computing for AI.
Right.
But whether we're talking cloud or on-premise infrastructure,
Yeah.
we need to be mindful of energy consumption.
Right. It's not just about cost efficiency. It's
Right.
about environmental responsibility, too.
Exactly. We need to develop AI systems that are not only intelligent,
Yeah.
but also sustainable.
Yeah.
That means optimizing our algorithms to reduce energy consumption,
Okay.
choosing energy-efficient hardware,
Right.
and even exploring alternative computing paradigms like neuromorphic computing,
Right.
which draws inspiration from the human brain's incredible energy efficiency.
It's about building AI that's not only smart, but also green.
Right.
So we've talked about the technical challenges, but integrating AI into real-world workflows also involves people, right? It's not just about the machines.
You're absolutely right. The human element is often overlooked in these discussions,
Right.
but it's absolutely crucial for successful AI integration. We can't just throw AI solutions at a problem and expect everything to magically fall into place.
Right.
We need to consider how humans will interact with these systems, how they will be used to augment human capabilities, and how we can ensure a smooth transition to an AI-powered workplace.
So it's about designing AI systems that are not just technically sound,
Right.
but also user-friendly,
Uh.
intuitive, and aligned with human workflows?
Precisely. We need to focus on explainability.
Okay.
Can we understand why an AI system made a particular decision?
Right.
This is crucial for building trust,
Right.
especially in sensitive applications like healthcare or finance.
Explainability. It's like having an AI that can show its work,
Right.
providing insights into its decision-making process so that humans can understand and trust its recommendations.
Exactly. And let's not forget about training and upskilling.
Right.
As AI becomes more integrated into our workflows, We need to equip our workforce with the skills and knowledge to thrive in this new landscape.
So it's about empowering employees, not replacing them.
Right.
It's about creating a future where humans and AI can work together effectively.
Precisely. And that's what makes this field so exciting.
Yeah.
It's not just about technology.
Right.
It's about people. It's about creating a future where AI enhances our lives and empowers us to achieve more than we ever thought possible.
This deep dive into the world of generative AI integration patterns has been truly eye-opening.
Yeah.
We've explored the intricate challenges, the ingenious solutions,
Right.
and the exciting possibilities that lie ahead. As we wrap things up,
Yeah.
what's the one key takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
Remember this. The true power of AI lies not just in its ability to process information and generate outputs, but in its potential to augment human intelligence, enhance creativity, and solve real-world problems.
Oh, wow.
As we continue to explore the ever-evolving landscape of AI,
Yeah.
let's embrace curiosity, collaboration, and a commitment to building a future where technology empowers humanity.
That's an inspiring thought to end on. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into generative AI integration patterns.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking those big questions.